It's a rivalry that spanned all 6 seasons of the GRC so far, and the championships next to these teams' names is an indicator of how well these guys show up when it really matters. You want to talk about really mattering? Well, today is one that matters. It's semi-final number 1 of season 6 of the GRC. It's the All Flakes versus the Guardians, and a place in the grand final is up for grabs. What's going on, everyone? Hope you're all doing well, and welcome back along to your home of rugby and the Global Rugby Challenge, otherwise known as the Subscriber Series. This is the series where you guys can take the field against the world's elite, and like we're getting now, against each other. Today it is the All Flakes up against the Guardians, semi-final number 1, a place in the Ultimate Showdown up for grabs. We'll get to the two teams in a moment, but how did they get here is the real story. It's second versus third on the regular season table, separated by just a couple of points throughout that regular season. They powered their way through. The All Flakes, of course, in second, made it straight to the semi-final without having to mess around in a quarter-final. The Guardians, on the other hand, they didn't get the week off. They instead went to battle against Toulouse, a very tight, tense match. They won 24 points to 20. Now they've got another big game on their hands. Does it pay to stay fresh, or is it better off to play on through? We find out maybe the answer to that one today. Let's take a look at the lineups for tonight. Of course, the All Flakes are at home, finishing higher on the ladder, so they will be the home side. We'll take a look at them first and kick things off with the big number 1, Shady Streetwalker, in the front row alongside Kyle van der Maat, and Dilda Thrill will be on the tight head side. Into the second row, Jean Dion and Zandre Lambrechts captaining from the middle of the pack. An impressive back row sees Humard Recleef line up with the big power of Sam Fenwick, and JC White will be the boulder at number 8. Into the backs, Christian Nord will run the halves alongside Henko Thayat. In the midfield, that sees Emmanuel Labisi pair up with Scott Andrew. On the wings, it's Adrian Townsend, left-hand side, Nathaniel Edwards on the right, and Caleb Cairns will round out the 15, starting at fullback. For the Guardians, plenty of action here. Jason Mitchell up against Shady Streetwalker. That's a battle to keep your eyes peeled for. He'll start on 1, will Mitchell, and alongside him, Chris McCartney and Levi Smith. The middle of the pack will see Rico Rhodes and Milton Simiyu, with the ever-consistent Constant Jet at 6, James Binyama at 7, and of course, Paul Flake at number 8. Moving in to the backs, we see Sam Williams will run the show alongside Callum Ewing, with a midfield partnership of Don Butler and Jack Sheps at 12 and 13. Left wing, Ndongo Wanyama. Right hand side, the impressive Yair Davis, who absolutely tore shreds of Toulouse in the quarterfinal. And then wrapping up, John McKenzie at fullback. You notice something here, the Guardians not changing what's not broken. This team wins, and they keep it all the same. Look at the benches for tonight. Links, Smith, Mumberg, Dixon, Wright, Caitlin, Bukes, and Hartley will be the 23 for the All Flakes. Givens, Andrews, Knight, Winyama, Joseph, Hunter, Godfrey, and Barrett, the 23 for the Guardians. We are set to go here, packed house. Would you expect anything less? And a place in the last 2 up for grabs. Let's get down to the action. Ready to go. Kickoff is moments away. Back in Season 5, these two teams battled it out for the trophy. Today, they will be battling it out for a place in the grand final as we get things quickly underway. All Flakes in the white, there's the Guardians in the Pepto-Bismol pink. And we are swiftly into the action, underway from Fire, and it is the Guardians with an early possession through the midfield of Jack Sheps, who looks deep down to the opposition half and fielded back from Caleb Cairns, and the All Flakes look to run it back. Brilliantly too for van der Maat. He's going around the outside, and McKenzie's got work to do. Big work there on the hooker. Kyle van der Maat eating up the meters. Now they go short. Big run from Smith, offloading nicely. Edwards up off the wing into midfield, looking to make inroads inside the 22. Now the All Flakes. White holds on to the ball nicely. The big number 8. Hard to put down. Swinging to Fire, who changes direction to the left-hand side, and a double switch is intercepted. And the man who's been a standout this season for the Guardians, Constant Jet, comes up once more with a vital turnover. Battling their way now out of the 22 are the Guardians. And they look to James Winyama. And again to Levi Smith. Picked up from Williams. Offloads brilliantly as well. Looking to that wing. Going through the midfield of Butler. Left-hand side of Donga Winyama, always a danger. Here's Butler again. Little inside ball for Simiyu. And they inch their way.
Advantage.
More metre by metre up the field for a mistake coming in from Sam Williams. And the ball is lost in the All Flakes. Now look to toil their way back from near halfway. Slow ball coming back here for Streetwalker. He waits. And eventually he finds his way to his front row partner. And we will be going back for the earlier knock-on. No advantage there for the All Flakes with a knock-on there from Sam Williams.
Crouch.
We'll be packing down a scrum.
Set.
That will be fair for the All Flakes. Christian Nord, and a good scrum too from the losing finalists in season number 5. Now they look to the power game of their big man. It's JC White once more. Waiting for it, Nord. He'll come to this left-hand side before switching back, and a big shot! Oh, monster hit there on Redcliffe. Now looking for White again. He's always able and willing charge at the defensive line. Now we run. Here's Redcliffe. Well, he's been smoked before and he has a go. Around the fringe, danger runner. Humard Redcliffe gets into the 22. Here's Nord. Great ball out wide. Try number 1 incoming. The All Flakes strike first at home. Right wing, Nathaniel Edwards. That's what he knows how to do. He does it well. An exquisite finisher for the All Flakes. But Humard Redcliffe was the one that compressed the defence. Little snipe around the fringes. He made Callum Ewing work. And that allowed Nord to do the same. Suck them in even more before distributing out wide. Nathaniel Edwards, only try of the night. And we've got an All Flakes first lead of 5 points to 0. From one winger to the other, Nathaniel Edwards to Adrian Townsend now to take the shot at goal. Out on this right-hand side, hits it flat, but nicely curling in from the right-hand side, and over it goes. Townsend puts over the extra 2. It's 7-0. All Flakes up early over the Guardians as they look to fight back that revenge from that Season 5 final. Back underway we go. Guardians kicking things off here. John McKenzie on the tee he goes, and is swiftly played out wide. Nicely thrown an edge, and heel and toe busting up through the middle for the All Flakes. Very easily done there from Scott Andrew. Finding the support eventually. Who else but JC White right there? Almost seems innocuous in his play there, Scott Andrew, but he loses the ball in the midfield for the All Flakes. Now it's out wide again for Yan Davis. What can he cook up? He's been in scintillating form throughout this final series. And they go through Butler looking for Jed, who gets it away to Chris McCartney. Just outside the 22. Here's Levi Smith. Big dive pass. Finding it brilliantly out there. And he'll run away to the corner for Sam Williams. He had no right. He had no right whatsoever. But Tom Butler's quick delivery off the base has opened this up. Well, there was Chris McCartney went in, and watch how quickly they got on. There was Levi Smith. This was the next space, and a great ball out wide from Callum Ewing. Oh, it was quick thinking all round by the Guardians. It went further back than the replay willing to show, but the backline linking with the forwards. Chris McCartney, Sam Williams to finish, Callum Ewing, Tom Butler, they all had a crack, and it was all vital to that try. Here is the conversion attempt, and as you'd expect, as good as you like. It's 7-7, no mistake from Tom Butler. Well, we have a match up on our hands here. A bit of a grudge match is becoming between these two. A massive rivalry. Player departures and transfers in the off-season has seen this one just go up a notch or two as Humard Redcliffe. He can do it all, the back rower. Now, the All Flakes looking to hit straight back, and they may do. JC White, what an offload as well to Labisi. First time we've seen Emmanuel Labisi really hit his mark. Nord will go to the right, and it may open up again. Up from fullback is Caleb Cairns, and a beautiful inside ball, and it's a try to Kyle van der Maas. That's how it's done. The best way to reply from conceding a try is to get one yourself. And that's exactly what the All Flakes do. Christian Nord, brilliant work through the hands, up from fullback. How well was Caleb Cairns in that? Great finish by the man playing a hooker tonight, versatile as you like. And he gets the All Flakes back in front. Shot a goal coming in here from left winger Adrian Townsend. No mistake about that. Another cracker of a kick, but a brilliant try. And as well as you say, yes, well done, the All Flakes were hitting straight back, but question marks for the Guardians. You've just got to stop teams from doing that. You've got to secure your own kickoff. You've got a clear line, and they failed to do that. Oh, the All Flakes paid it. Now it's back the other way, as not releasing against Emmanuel Abisi gives an opportunity for the Guardians to do exactly the same. John McKenzie gets the instructions. Oh, and that is some kick. That is an absolute cracker. McKenzie puts it on an absolute dime right in the corner. What a kick. Big moment here for Chris McCartney. A minute ago before the halftime break, by the way. What a half it has been. To the back they go. Simiu's the man. The ball is set. Halftime rings. Sam Williams maybe looking for two. No. Goes out to Ewing. Brilliant work from the midfield. It may well be Jack Sheps to finish it off. What a half of rugby. Sheps scores a try. And we should well be deadlocked at the halftime break. Would you expect anything less? I'll tell you the answer to that. It's no. Well, this was well worked. The maul set up from Simiu, popped out from Sam Williams, and then the work went. Callum Ewing hit it hard, got Don Butler involved, and then the outside centre Jack Sheps put on the fancy footwork, accompanied with a little bit of thigh power. And there was no stopping the big man through the middle of the park as he dots down for the second try to the Guardians. 14-12 kick to come here. Don Butler. He is an absolute ace off the tee. And the kick is good. Again, no dramas for the Guardians kicker. It is 14-14. We're off to half time. We will start the second half all locked up. And it is going to be a winner-take-all second 40 minutes. As we take a little look at the tallies at half-time, 14-all is the score. It has been the All Flakes who had the better of the half, more possession, more territory, less defensive work. But of course, when you look down the bottom, line breaks have not taken their toll. 4-3, both sides have shown the ability to break the line, but 2 tries each has made for a very entertaining opening 40 minutes. Well, what is in store for us for the second? John McKenzie will start the story. Page 1 of the second half of the semi-final, the GRC Season 6, and it could be an only penalty. Over the ball very quickly was Rico Rhodes, but the All Flakes do well, and so does Hamada Cleef. He's done it again, around the fringes, so hard to stop. Slow ball here for the All Flakes. They get it right on halfway. Nord holds up play nicely, great offload there in the traffic. And eventually, Shady Streetwalker drives through about 3 defenders. Oh, what an intercept coming in there! Brilliant work from Don Butler. Turned over to the Guardians. Now Rico Rhodes, offloading in the middle of the park. Sam Williams can't get the pass away. Jet was flying. He was scorching up the left. Now he'll play 9. He's got a beautiful Ewing. There's Flake. It's 3-on-1. They've got to score, and they will! Chris McCartney, what a try! Class, absolute class. The pace, the power, the accuracy. It was all on show here by the Guardians. Quick recycled ball. Constant Jet, look at him. He wanted that pass. He waited. He took his time. He didn't rush. And the overlap of absolute millions on that left-hand edge. Chris McCartney, what a try. What a man. The lead for the first time tonight goes to the Guardians. But can they keep that door shut now? That is the question. Here is Don Butler. Starts it off on the right, curls it in. That is an absolute stunner. 21-14, Guardians lead by 7. How much more tail is in this tape? We are only 8.5 into the second half. Still plenty of time to run for the All Flakes. Don't get too disheartened. Deep kick this time. Sam Williams pulls it in. Where's the good exit? Well, it's not here. Well, it may be here because Adonga Wanyama is scorching down the left wing, and Adonga Wanyama throws a dummy and will canter home. That one is straight out of the top drawer. The Guardians are pulling out all the razzle-dazzle in the second half. It has been a blitz inside this first little portion, you may well say, of the second half. It was a great drop-off ball there. James Wanyama off to Adonga Wanyama. And goodbye, good night, see you later. Count the chickens because they've all hatched. And the Guardians are rocking now with a 2-score lead. That could well be 14 points with this kick here from the man who's not missed tonight, Don Butler. Well, how the minutes change. All Flakes led 14-7 with a minute to go before half-time. Now they trail 28-14, and we are just 12 minutes in to the second half. Work to be done for Henko Thaiart and his boys in wide tonight for the All Flakes. Shallow kick this time, fielded nicely from Don Butler. They've got to get on that very quickly to the All Flakes. They've got any hope. Here's Sam Williams. Oh, great little short ball as well. Oh, they're through again. Milton Simiyu, left-hand side. Goodbye, it's Callum Ewing. He will not be stopped. Oh, they are really lifting the tempo, lifting the accuracy, and this one may well be cooked. A look of shock, disbelief, and stunned are the All Flakes. What a pass to find Simiyu in such massive amount of space. And we all know Callum Ewing, he's no slouch. He's got the pace. He's got everything to play at 10 and the midfield or on the wings, even a fullback. This guy is an absolute stud and he will pull up perfectly whatever jersey you put him in. That's a great try. He's commanded this game brilliantly, and now Don Butler has added the icing on the cake, a little bit of frosting, if you will, to make it 35-14. Well, the All Flakes, where do they look now? They've got to look somewhere. They've got to get something. Down by a massive 21 points. Good take from Chris McCartney, and maybe a turnover for the All Flakes. They've been slow into these breakdowns. Here we go. Opportunity now as we knock on there from Sam Williams. They get it out wide. And Nathaniel Edwards beats one. Great little passway to Van der Maat, who gets it nicely off to Lambrechts. He's close to the touchline, but he holds on nicely. Now here's Nord, and the space is there as well. Through the middle they'll go. Who's going to stop Andrew at this point? Just 6 meters short. Waiting for Nord. The thrill changes directions. They're running to the left, passing to the right. Very difficult skill to master. Nord again will look to penetrate around the fringe of the right. They're just, again, 6 meters out. Lambrechts will dive past nicely. Up from fullback. Nicely almost done there from Caleb Cairns. Injecting himself into the back line. If they get it out wide, they'll get the try. And they will. Townsend will score. And we are not done yet. They needed that maybe 5 minutes ago, but they'll take it nonetheless. Lambrechts did well. Big dive pass up from fullback Caleb Cairns. Couldn't get that second pass away there, Scott Andrew, if he could. The money was on. Lambrechts again, playing 9. Up nicely, straight into the action. And that quick ball, that's what stunned the Guardians. That's what got the All Flakes there. Now third try of the match. Can they match it up with a third conversion? The try scorer Townsend nails a shot at goal. And we are back down to a 14-point lead. But time is certainly the enemy now of the All Flakes with just 12 and change to play. 2 tries required. Is it possible? Certainly is. Let's see if they can execute. Deep kick this time from the Guardians. Oh no! Massive shot from Sam Williams, who goes to the bin. Well, if you want to open the door, now it is way open. Sheps can't believe it. He knows. He knows how massive this is. Sure, they've got the lead, but if you want to open the door, leave it somewhat ajar for the All Flakes. You've just done it. You've not just left it slightly open, you've blown it open. Scott Andrew knows. He's getting instruction from far out. Now the pressure's on. 10 to play. 2 tries, no problem. Van der Maart. Oh, he's thrown it away! Samiu pulls it off! And that could be a telling blow again. In the midfield, Sheps out wide for Davis. Oh, he does it. Yeah, and Davis beats one and offloads as well. Now, they've got a little bit of room from Callum Ewing. Oh, what a pass from Ewing! And Davis bulldozes through another. But they're looking to add, not consolidate the Guardians. 14 points to lead. They get it back up to 21. It is certainly all over. The ball into the 22. Here's Chris McCartney. Throws it out. Ewing nicely. Beautiful pass. Wanyama to the corner. Oh, he's just away. Oh, great defence. Still a thrill. He's thrown that over, and the kick has come from the goal line of the All Flakes into touch. We've got 3 to play. This could be done. But some desperate defence from the All Flakes keeps the Guardians out. Oh, man. Chris McCartney to throw. Shortened 5-man line out here. Oh, Lambert can't quite get up, but it's been knocked on. This time, this is Callum Ewing, who is playing in the absence of Sam Williams. Fly out, great little ball. Andrew spots a hole, finds Labisi. Just can't quite link up those half breaks, the All Flakes. The thrill will give it a go, and he'll go gaping through the hole. Nice little offload as well. Here's Van der Maart, he's got numbers. He just can't find the right option. So close to being a brilliant try. Nord will pick and he'll rumble to the right-hand side. Get away from that touchline. That's what they want to do. Here's Lambrex. Lambrex just can't quite get away from the tackle. JC White makes the next pick. Again, short side. Dangerous. Close to the touchline. And it'll be too dangerous, in fact, as the Guardians put him in touch and they book their tickets in the grand final. Valiant display from the All Flakes, but they fall short once again. Season 5 final, Season 6 semi-final has seen the Guardians with a bit of an advantage here over their closest rivals in the All Flakes. The grudge match has come to a close, but Season 7 will have plenty more tales. Here's the scorers: Van der Maart, Townsend and Edwards for the All Flakes. McCartney, Williams, Ewing, Wanyama and Sheps for the Guardians. 5 tries to 3, and of course, perfect kicking from the 2 goal kickers. Let's look at the stats here at full time, and you've got to say, for the All Flakes, as it was at halftime, more possession, more territory, less defensive work, and of course they didn't concede a yellow card. They just could not link up those half opportunities, those half breaks, those little short runner balls that the Guardians executed so well. They just couldn't get ticking on their side of the equation. Unfortunately for them, their season is done, and it's the Guardians who put them down once again. We take a look forward now to the one remaining matchup of season number 6, and it's the grand final. What better way to display than the Toa, the top team all season, against the Guardians, who have been one of the great teams of this whole competition. Can they go back to back? Or will the Toa get their first chip since joining the competition? We will find out next episode. Do not go anywhere. We are just getting started. Grand final is the ultimate showdown, but the stories are still to be told in plenty. Hope you've enjoyed today's matchup. Thank you for coming by yet again. I'll see you all very soon for the big dance. Until then, thanks for watching. Hope you're having a great day. And I'll see you all next time. Until then, take care.